Hey guys, what's up? Alec back with the daily stock market, and look at that. We have a few stocks not moving much. Tesla's up 1.8%, NIO's up 3.2%, but we have some interesting stocks to talk about in this video, like Apple, because we can see that they're pretty much at an all-time high and at some major resistance right by 175 per share. So we're going to dive into some of these stocks and see if they can have a fresh breakout into new all-time highs. Make sure you stay to the end of the video because there's some other stocks other than Apple that are at a 52-week high that we definitely want to talk about. Additionally, we'll dive into the earnings week ahead because it is an action-packed earnings week. So we'll briefly go over earnings week, but before we do that, make sure you drop a big thumbs up on this video, hit subscribe on YouTube, the only place to find the full-length videos. So first up, Monday after the close, we have Zoom reporting earnings, which is going to be a big mover most likely because whenever they report earnings, they move big. Tuesday before the open, we have Lowe's, Dick's Sporting Goods, BJ's, we have AutoZone, and then after the close, we have not much going on, but we have Intuit, and we also have Toll Brothers, which is a custom home building company. Wednesday before the open, and Wednesday in general is when things start heating up and getting a little bit spicy because before the close we have XPeng or XPEV reporting earnings, which is a big Tesla competitor. However, they only operate in China, so they're not a direct competitor, but they are a good one for electric vehicle company. Wednesday after the close, we have Nvidia reporting, which is going to be the biggest one and the most scrutinized earnings all week long. After that, we have Snowflake, which was a recent new IPO around 1 to 2 years ago. After that, we have Elf, which is like a makeup company. We have UiPath, which is an interesting one that Kathy Woods loves under the robotics and artificial intelligence. So that could be a good one to start looking into with all of the AI hype. We have American Eagle Outfitter, Red Robin, which is a restaurant. Thursday before the open, we have Best Buy, Dollar Tree, TD Bank, Burlington, Ralph Lauren, Build-A-Bear Workshop. So some of those are a little bit smaller and no one's going to be watching them. But like Best Buy, for example, is a big one to be watching out for. Nvidia, Snowflake, Costco after the close. Ulta Beauty is actually another big one for makeup. And women's accessories and cosmetics. So Nvidia will be interesting. We already had AMD and Intel report. Costco will be interesting. We already had Walmart report. However, they're a little bit different. Now, this video is a little bit all over the place because I want to talk about Apple stock at a 52-week high and an all-time high. And then after, we'll talk about Nvidia because they are important to talk about this week for earnings, okay? So with that being said, we have Apple at $175 per share. And August 19th, they peaked at around 172. So they broke that resistance, which is a good thing. However, if we go back a little bit further, around April 1st, we can see that they set that resistance around 174. They also broke that resistance. However, if we go back one more time to December 10th, we can see that the real top resistance is 179. So there's going to be a lot of rejection between 176 and 179 for Apple. If Apple is able to push through 179 and get to the 180 mark, that's going to be huge news, and Apple could definitely rally to $200 per share at that point. However, if we see some rejection down to below 170 and below 165, then there's going to be a lot of opportunities for downward momentum and buying some puts on Apple. If you want to see exactly when I'm personally going to be buying puts on Apple, make sure you message me on Instagram, join my close friends list. Now, Google is another one I want to talk about briefly because they're up 5% in the week, but they're up 16.8% just in the last month. They were as low as $103 per share. And if you've been following the channel for any amount of time, you're up good on a Google swing trade. But now the time to sell is the question. They're also up 31% in the past 3 months. And why we're talking about them is because if we pull out at the yearly chart, we can see they're at a big resistance right here that they set on August 15th of around $122 per share. Currently, they're sitting at that same resistance at $102 per share. So they could easily face a lot of rejection here and resistance and be rejected down closer to $115 per share, or even go back to that $110, $105 mark. Okay, so we'll be monitoring them all week long, and if you want to get ahead of it, make sure you message me on Instagram to join. Now, if we pull out at a 5-year chart, unlike Apple, they're not like at an all-time high, so they still have more room to fly higher, because to get to the 5-year high or the all-time high that that Apple is currently sitting at, Google would have to get closer to 148 or $150 per share. So it still has a large runway ahead, especially with all the AI development going on and all of that bullish stuff. Apple could be Apple and Google could both be huge beneficiaries from AI technology, which is why we're seeing their stock price soar right now. Now, one thing I want you guys to be watching this week is that resistance of 122 on Monday open. It's going to be a very important for Google, because if they go up in the pre-market and go to like 123, 124, 125, then they're going to have a fresh breakout. Google will have a fresh breakout. However, on Monday open, if they open red, then there's going to be, that could be an indicator that they are getting rejected at the resistance, and they could head down to around $115 per share. So we're going to be doing updates all week long. That's why there's so much success in the close friends and the Discord, because we constantly keep you guys updated on which way the stocks are moving and how we could benefit with options, strike prices, call options, put options, and everything in between. And if you don't know how to trade options yet, that's totally fine. Here we can see started trading 1 week ago and the course already paid for itself. I just got in the Discord last night. Let's go. Up $868 Canadian. This is a Canadian student, by the way. So you don't even have to know how to trade. All you have to do is follow along with our post, our trades, and you can see other members are up $400, 20%, and the list goes on and on. You can go here in my Discord and just scroll past all of the wins that everyone's having, because they really never end, and it's every single day people are making money. So why are you not making money in the group? Come on, come join. It's awesome family to join. And if you're serious about trading in the stock market, it's good to have a family, people you can turn to, and everyone knows each other really well. If you want to go, and what I always say is, if you want to go far, fly together. If you want to go fast, fly alone, but you might crash. Okay, so it's always good to go far and fly together. Join the group. Join the group chat, join the Discord. It's definitely worth it. And the last stock that we'll be talking about is Nvidia reporting earnings this week, so they're going to be an important one to be tracking. They're up 9.4% in the past week, and here you can see some consolidation happening last week, okay? And if we go out to the 1 month chart, they still have a bullish pattern going on, and if we go out to the 3 month chart, they're up 48%. Remember, they were closer to $210 per share when we were buying Nvidia. If we scroll down, we can see that the PE ratio is significantly overvalued. The market cap is almost a $1 trillion company, one of the largest in the world. So personally, if I'm buying for long term, I want to be buying closer to $250 per share or lower. Even ideally under $200 per share, I think is a good deal for Nvidia. However, they're the talk of the town right now with all the AI development and everything going on. I hope you guys were buying when I was making videos in 2022, closer to $125 per share on Nvidia, because it was possible to get in not even 12 months ago at those prices. Here we can see investor behind top tech fund warns mega cap rally is running on fumes. Okay, so that's a good thing that kind of we were talking about in this video, how Apple's at an all-time high, Google's at a 52-week high, Nvidia rallied 70-something% in the last few months. Okay, so it's running on fumes right now, and the big tech mega cap companies that we talked about in this video could have a pullback soon. Here we can see that Nvidia Corporation climb has been remarkable as the company's stock price nearly tripled in the last 7 months. However, Nvidia is becoming overvalued now. The company trades an exceptionally high 25 times sale and 65 times non-GAAP forward EPS estimates. Moreover, there are fundamental issues and economic slowdown could be coming, and Nvidia's profitability could weaken more than anticipated. Moreover, the upcoming earnings report better be perfect or Nvidia stock could reverse sharply due to a shift in sentiment soon. Approximately 25% correction would make Nvidia's valuation more attractive and could be an excellent entry point for long term. So let's look at how much Nvidia is really worth right now, about 750 billion. The company revenue will likely come in this quarter at 30 billion for 2024. So Nvidia is trading around 25 times forward sales estimates. This valuation appears excessive because in comparison, Tesla is only trading at 5 times, Microsoft's trading at about 11 times, Meta's trading at 4 to 5 times the sales. Google or Alphabet's also trading at 4 to 5 times the sales. So Nvidia to be trading at 25 times, it's you're better off buying Tesla, Microsoft, Meta, or Google, in my personal opinion. Also, the takeaway: Nvidia has robust growth and profitability potential, but 25 times sales of stock is costly. Furthermore, the economic backdrop could remain cloudy, and Nvidia's sales and earnings growth projections may need to adjust lower as the slowdown proceeds. So this earnings report coming up could be, for guidance, could be a slowdown in the future, is what they could warn investors. However, with the AI gold rush, the opposite could happen. So personally, I'm staying away from Nvidia over earnings right now. Hopefully, they will drop sharply from earnings around 10% and then continue to sell off from there over the coming weeks so I could buy for long term. But they're just too risky to play options on their earnings, in my personal opinion. Nvidia could have a sharp sell-off primarily because earnings expectations are incredibly high right now and they have to live up to that hype. And investors are paying a massive premium here to own the stock. Thus, there's very little room for error, and the guidance also better be exceptional. And with so many new buyers in Nvidia recently, there may be a massive exodus out, and because everyone's buying because of the AI hype right now. So as soon as that hype dies down, just like the metaverse stuff, there could be a huge crash in the AI stocks and an exodus out of Nvidia stock. So just be careful, and the best thing to do for a long term is probably just to be patient with a stock like Nvidia. So I hope you guys really appreciate that video, taking time out of my day to make these videos in depth for you guys so you're prepared for the trading week ahead. If you appreciate that, slap a thumbs up on this video, click on success number 8, read through some of those positive testimonials. Now over thousands of positive testimonials and students making money, $400 gains. Here we can see turning $31 into $500, $569, unreal, 1800% gains from a GameStop option, okay, and many more also, turning $1,000 into $10,000 overnight. So the success is there. The positive testimonials are there. Just message me on the daily stock market. 200,000 followers now, 754 posts. You're going to absolutely love it. And now is the time to get involved with the stock market and learn a little bit for yourself. And even if you don't want to learn it, just follow along with the trades. It's that simple. Thank you guys for all the love and support you've been showing on every video, Instagram and YouTube. Share this video with a friend if you think that they will find some value in it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, don't time the market, buy the market. Peace.